Hello, my 8 YouTube fans and 100 other people that just happen to click on my video. Good to see you. Thanks for listening. So, today I would like to talk about how to get your first $5,000 to $10,000 and how to structure a small portfolio. So, when you do not have a lot of money saved up, you might be in a category of people that either make a lot of money and just have bad spending habits and don't save any of it, or maybe you don't make a lot of money and you have trouble finding ways to save money. So, regardless of which of those two categories you're in, it really does come down to having less expenses than income. So, when you do not have any money saved up and you're just starting out with one of your first jobs, maybe you're in your teens, your early 20s, it might be hard to save up money because you feel like you don't make a lot of money. But it is very, very possible, and you can get to at least 5 figures, which is $10,000 or more. So one thing I would suggest, and this is because the majority of your money, over 99% of your money, is going to come from working as opposed to passive income. I would definitely suggest trying to work more hours, trying to get a second job. So let's say you set a goal for yourself. You want to make $5,000 within a year. There's about 50 weeks in a year, and that would take about $100 a week to get to $5,000. If you wanted to set your goal for $10,000, that would be approximately $200 a week. So the formula is you have to make a little bit more and you have to spend a little bit less. So all those times you get to pick up an extra shift at work, that might be an extra $50 to $100. And when you pick up the shift, pick it up knowing that the money is going to go directly to your savings account or brokerage account if you have one. Same thing with spending money. Spending money, if you sacrifice something, I was making fun of one of my friends recently because she spent $30 on a pizza. It was actually about $20, but with the tax and tip and delivery charge, it was like $30. And we could have just gone to Domino's and picked up a pizza. They sell pizzas for like $6 each. I don't know how they do it so cheap, but it's ridiculous. But the point is that there are decisions that you can make in your life, and you can save money with the purpose of saving that money. I know I just used that word twice, but I mean buying the lower cost item with the purpose of saving that money and hitting your $5,000 target or your $10,000 target. So it is very, very possible, and the main thing that you need to do to save up this money, if you do not have any money saved at all, is you need to change your mindset. You need to know that you are sacrificing the potentially better pizza and eating the less expensive pizza because you want to put this money into your savings account or into your brokerage account. You are picking up an extra shift at work because you want to put the extra $100 into your savings account. You're doing it because it's something that you want to do. You want to have $10,000. If you have $0, it feels very, very nice having $10,000. And that's going to be a goal, and you're going to feel proud of yourself within a few months or within a year when you actually accomplish that goal. So when I was 18 years old to 26 years old, I had a job that I liked, and fortunately I was able to pick up overtime shifts sometimes. But I made $9 an hour, and I was able to save up $100,000, mostly from work, a little bit from passive income, but the majority of my income was from working and working more hours. One of the major catalysts that made me go from only having a few dollars in my savings account to having over $20,000 in my savings account was that when I was 20 years old, I made the decision that I wanted to buy a house. So I wanted to buy a rental property, and I had absolutely no idea how to go about it, how to do it. I was just a 20-year-old that was renting an apartment and not really saving up too much money. I was a little bit on the frugal side. I wouldn't want to waste money. But as far as like picking up more shifts and saving money and planning ahead, I wasn't so good at that. So I went to the bank and they told me that I needed about $20,000. And what I did is I picked up a lot of extra shifts. I found ways to work more and get that money directly into my savings account. I found a couple ways to save money, and I found a couple ways of making passive income. That it's always very good to have a couple of revenue sources if that's an option. And if you are trying to save up $10,000 or $20,000, you should keep your eyes open for these extra revenue sources. But it was really the motivation that got me from having about $1,000 in my savings account to having about $20,000. And that actually happened for me in the period of about 6 months. I was super motivated because I wanted to buy a house. And it turns out when I did buy the house, when I was 21 years old, I only had to spend $5,400 to get the house. So it was a pleasant surprise, and I still had money in my savings account, but I had that mentality of getting the numbers to go up and increasing my wealth and my net worth. So I would say the biggest piece of advice is to change your mentality and think that when you take an extra shift at work, you're doing this for the purpose of paying yourself first. You're not going to buy shoes with the money. You're not going to go to Burger King and spend $9 on a combo meal. You are going to find less expensive ways of doing things because you don't want to give your money to the shoe store. You don't want to give your money to the owner of Burger King. You want to give that money to yourself so that way you have the opportunity to do the things that you want to in the future. I would say once you already have a few $1,000s saved up, you can start to really think about how you want to manage your portfolio, which I will talk about in my next video tomorrow. I like to do these types of videos on the weekends. But today, I just want to give you a little bit of motivation to save up money. To have a goal of $5,000 is very, very reasonable in 1 year, even if you make close to minimum wage or minimum wage. And I would challenge everyone that they can save up $10,000 within a year, even if you make minimum wage. You can think of ways of picking up extra hours. You can take on an extra shift at work. You can do something for extra side income. Maybe you can cut someone's grass for $20, or you can help someone clean their house out. People always need help cleaning, or stuff that people don't like to do, laundry, dishes. You can find things and then sell them on eBay. There's many, many ways to make money on the side. There's many ways to make a little bit more money. And when you are mentally focused on making that money for the purpose of paying yourself and actually saving up a good amount of money so that you can start really investing and start really enjoying the benefits and the gains of investing, it's really a good feeling. And when you hit your first $5,000, when you hit your first $10,000, it's really a good feeling, and everyone can do it. And I hope that everyone does. A big reason for me starting these YouTube videos was because I had a daughter and I wanted people to start saving for their kids. But I realized how many people are not even saving for themselves, are not even investing for themselves. And I took a period of time, maybe a month or two, where I didn't make any YouTube videos. And during that time, at least 10 of my personal friends came up to me and asked me how to start investing, how to start investing through Fidelity, investing through Robinhood. There's many, many ways to invest, which I would like to talk about tomorrow. How to structure an investment account, how to get stuff like Bitcoin wallets, Ether wallets, stuff like that, so you can start investing in cryptocurrencies. There's alternative investments like investing in gold, silver, Lending Club. You're actually lending money out to people and they are paying you interest. So you're acting like the bank. So there's many, many ways to invest your money. And once you have a couple $1,000s to your name, then your options are open to you. But you do have to have that mindset that you need to get the first couple $1,000s. That way you can invest. And then once you do, it is a terrific feeling. So I hope you all get started. Step number 1 is to get started and change your mindset so that you want to become wealthy. And when you make a decision, a money-based decision, you are doing it because you want to become wealthy. It is very, very possible, and I hope you all do that. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. There's way more subscribers than I thought I would have at this point. So I will definitely try to make these videos better on lighting. I'm getting a new office. I will try to make them a little bit more interesting to new investors. I will try to talk about cryptocurrency a little bit more because I'm super, super interested, and I do a lot of investing in Ether, especially Litecoin, Bitcoin, a few of the other coins. I bought some Bitcoin Cash recently. I have some Ethereum Classic, which I don't even want, but I just bought a few dollars worth just to have. And I'd like to make some videos that are of interest to people instead of just interest to myself, so that I can help people grow a passion for investing. So I'm rambling, so I'm going to shut this video off before it hits 10 minutes. Have a great day.